I'm Becky Krull, and I'm a veterinarian. I kind of feel like I should be at an AA meeting when I say that. It'd be really cool if somebody made this awesome supportive group of veterinarians, and they met like every couple months, and they had this workplace site, and they wore this awesome gear and logos, and I really wish somebody would come together and do that for veterinarians. But that aside, I am a veterinarian. I'm a business owner, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I found myself down that dark, slippery rabbit hole of compassion fatigue and caregiver burnout not that long ago. I didn't know what those words were. I wasn't exposed to them. I was ignoring them. But that's exactly where I was. I was walking through life on absolute autopilot, and I was numb to the world around me. My low point came when, in the summer of 2016, I found myself in my financial advisor's office, of all places. I was there with my husband, and it was just supposed to be a simple retirement checkup, nothing big, right? And somehow our conversation turned to retirement and my partner's retirement and kind of an exit strategy. And I turned into this hot, ugly, snot-crying mess of a woman, and I'm not a crier, so it was not pretty. No Kleenexes in the room, and this poor gentleman who I literally only saw once a year was sitting there with my husband trying to figure out, how are we gonna fix her? And it was pretty obvious at that point that something had to give in my life. But because I'm a stubborn SOB, I didn't take action right away because I knew what I was doing. I could fix anything. I could do this on my own. It wasn't until February of 2017 that I finally admitted that my way wasn't working after all those years, and I sought the help of a life coach. And I do credit them for helping me change my ways. I was literally at the point of handing over the keys of my practice and just walking away from the entire thing. I did not want to be a veterinarian anymore. I was barely a good wife or a good mom. But what that did to me is it really transformed my life. And it taught me how I wanted to now live. I want to live with absolute intention. Everything I do in my day, from the moment I wake up, the time I wake up, what I put in my body is absolutely intentional. And the way I helped do that is I set a mission statement for my life. And there were 5 values that went into my mission statement. So I kind of treat my life like my business, and it helps me make choices and decisions. And I firmly believe that my life is a choice, and everything I do is a choice. So my first value is health. I'm a freaking doctor. I should know better, right? I was fueling my body with McDonald's and Diet Coke, like literally every day. I was not moving. I had the worst sleep hygiene ever, and I was suffering from it. So health has become really important to me. By no means am I a bodybuilder or fitness expert, but the things I literally put in my body, food, water, drink, but what I put in my mind is really important to me as well. Boy, with my low, it was election year. Do you know how many people unfriended me from Facebook because I was such an ugly person? That was eye-opening to what I was putting into my mind. So I don't watch the news. I take things off my Facebook feed. I surround myself with amazing people. And that is health to me. And it's my number one value, and it's kind of at the forefront of my mission statement of life. My second value is relationships. If I'm gonna be on this earth with this one body that God gave me, I wanna have connections with people. When I was at my lowest, I was alone and numb and miserable. But I thought that's what I wanted to be. I thought I wanted to be alone. But the reality is I'm a people person, and I really like people. And I like the person at the end of the leash. And I want to have real, true connections. Dr. Andy said it this morning, relationships take work, they don't just happen. So that means I have to put the effort into it. That means I pick up the phone. That means I schedule it in my calendar. I text, I Marco Polo. I make an effort to really share my life with the people that are in my life. It also means in the exam room, I want to have a connection. So when that door closes, I'm that person for the next 20 minutes. The other stuff in my world doesn't matter. We're going to have a connection, a relationship. I'm going to care about you, and you're going to tell me everything. Even the crazy details of their life that don't make any sense to why your dog is itching, but I care about that because I want to be connected to you. My third is freedom. Most people think when I say freedom that I mean financial freedom, and that's certainly a goal of mine is financial freedom. But freedom for me really means freedom of judgment, freedom of fear, freedom to just get to be me. My next value is adventure. And although I don't look like a very adventurous person, I did jump out of an airplane once in vet school 2 weeks before my sister's wedding that I was the matron of honor, and I told no one because they would have killed me. So I called them when I landed, and it was... Adventure for me literally means standing up here in front of all of you. This is exciting. This fuels me. I love sharing my story and getting jazzed up about that. Adventure to me means losing the to-do list. On a weekend, we don't do the chores. We jump in the car without a mission, and we literally just go and have fun. Adventure means I have started my own personal business, and that's exciting and scary, and that's adventurous to me. My last value is meaningful work. Again, if I'm going to wake up every day and have to go to work, and I choose to go to work now, I want it to be meaningful. I'm a veterinarian. You guys are veterinarians. Do you know how amazing and awesome that is, the things we get to do and the impact we get to make on lives, whether we think they're very small or not? We're doing it every single day with every interaction that we make with people. And I think that's awesome, and I'm honored to be a veterinarian. And there was a time when I didn't want to do it anymore, but it is a dream job, and I love it. Wednesday night, I was sitting in my hotel room trying to figure out what I was going to say today, and I'm flipping through the TV. Yeah, I kind of procrastinate a little bit. And I stopped on his channel, and then I walked away, and I came back, and on the TV was Sammy Hagar. And he was 70 years old at his Cabo Wabo resort, and he was singing his song, Right Now. If anybody knows those lyrics, right now, don't wait for tomorrow. You know, when I was a teenager and I heard that, I'm like, whatever. That song resonated so much with me on Wednesday night. Right now is our moment. Right now is our time. Tomorrow is not promised. Go share your gifts. Go be you. Go enjoy your life. Go tell the world you're a veterinarian because you are amazing. I just thank you for letting me share my gifts today.